Hi everyone. Today I wanted to talk and introduce, for those who are new, Bloom's taxonomy, or rather Bloom's taxonomies. And um, so it's usually said that Bloom came up with three taxonomies for different styles of for different types of learning, specifically learning goals. But that's not entirely true. He just was the dude who edited the first book. So when someone said, get the taxonomy book, it was get the Bloom's taxonomy book, because his name was on the side of it. That's how they're Bloom's taxonomies. So that book came out in 1956. So these taxonomies have been around for a while. And there are three taxonomies. There's the cognitive taxonomy, the psychomotor taxonomy, and the affective taxonomy. And they all outline the different learning goals for each of those different domains. So the first domain is the cognitive domain, and this is the one that most people are familiar with. It's the knowledge-based domain, and especially in K-12 education, it's usually where the focus is. So there are several different levels in the cognitive domain. There's the remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. And I had to cheat on that one because I don't remember them all by heart. In fact, I still have a verb guide as my wallpaper on my laptop because, hey, why remember things when you can write them down? The second domain is the psychomotor domain, and it's the action-based domain. So in the 1950s, they were thinking sort of swing the hammer kind of action when they were thinking about this learning domain and about the specific levels of learning that someone would have to reach in this domain. But today that can, you can swing a hammer or you can move a mouse. So they're very growing. And in this domain, there's perception, set, guided response, mechanism, which is kind of like habituation, where you kind of can do it by habit. Then there's complex overt response, adaptation, and origination. That one I really needed the cheat sheet for. Um, and then the last domain is the affective domain. And this is the emotions-based domain. See, I got my cheat sheet here. And so it's all emotions, attitudes, feelings. And the levels of this taxonomy are receiving, responding, valuing, organizing, and characterizing. And I was thinking that over the next few days, I will pick up all of my notes that I threw on the floor and go into more detail on each domain one at a time. So there we go, our instructional design video for the day. I will see you tomorrow.